Good morning, everyone. Here's your Eastern Idaho weather and hazard briefing for Thursday, October 29th. We don't have a lot going on other than high pressure bringing us warm weather and mostly dry conditions through early next week. We do have a bit of a setback in that pattern Friday into Halloween and a few showers up along the Montana border on Friday. Other than that, really nothing coming our way until we get to maybe a little over a week from now. On our weather matrix, you can see we have the potential for some gusty winds, minimal impacts with that across the area. We're also, like we said, a few showers, maybe up around Island Park, also up north of Salmon, along the up towards Lost Trail Pass, along the Montana border there with Limhi County as well. Just a bit chilly going into the evening on Saturday if you're going to be out and about. It's going to be a decent day weather-wise. It's just going to be a little bit chilly in the wake of that storm coming through Friday into Saturday. We get into next week with high pressure building up quite a bit. We might have to worry about some inversion conditions. Right now it's a little too early to figure out just how much of a problem that's going to be. But you can see here's this ridge of high pressure that's over the top of us. There's this little storm that's going to top the ridge tomorrow into Saturday. That's going to briefly push the ridge back south just a bit, but it really rebounds well out ahead of the next low that is well out into the Pacific Ocean. That will not really impact us or change the pattern again until we get to maybe just a little over a week from now. So how does the pattern across the country going to set up? You know, a lot of times we just look at what's going on around here, but it kind of give you an idea, since we don't have a lot going on, what's going on across the rest of the country. You'll notice that what's left as Zeta this morning is already pushing towards the Carolinas, moving through Kentucky as well. This low has been bringing a lot of rain and also some very bad winter conditions across portions of the plains into the Rockies with rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. And here's our ridge trying to build in, but you'll notice that wave coming through tomorrow afternoon and evening. That really just temporarily makes a change, and then you'll see the ridge building right back over us by the time we get to the early part of next week. By the time we get to Tuesday into Wednesday, the pattern becomes more west-east, more zonal flow. Maybe some moisture trying to sneak in at that point, but I think the bigger pattern change, if it continues this way, will be probably not until we get to at least next Friday here in our part of the world. So how does that shape up temperature-wise and such for this afternoon? We'll see some temperatures into the low 60s in some spots. Look at Chalice, almost 65 degrees this afternoon. For tomorrow morning, once again, it's just going to remain chilly, so bundle up in the morning. In the afternoon, you may not necessarily need that jacket or sweater with the warmer temperatures coming through. And tomorrow afternoon, just a skosh warmer across the board. Twin Falls, down that direction, might be pushing 70 degrees, believe it or not, in the afternoon. We talked about those winds picking up. They're not terribly strong. We do have some southerly gap winds along the 84-86 corridor, around 15 to 25 miles per hour. But you can already see some of the mid-slope, upper slope winds, ridgetop winds in the Central Mountains already pushing towards 30 miles an hour tomorrow morning. We get into the afternoon, winds picking up across the board, seeing some gusts 25 to 35 across the Snake Plain, down towards McCammon, over towards Blackfoot Reservoir as well, pushing over into the foothills east of Idaho Falls and Rexburg. Strongest winds will be up in the Central Mountains, where some of those mid and upper slope winds will be pushing 30, maybe just over 35 miles an hour. And those winds maintain themselves into the evening. Winds picking up a little stronger across the Arco Desert, the Snake Plain, some gusts into the low 30s there as well. And then they quickly die off tomorrow night. Temperatures a bit warmer for Saturday morning. By the time we get to sunset on Saturday, you can notice in some places it's definitely a bit cooler in the wake of that low, and that's what we're talking about. It's going to be chilly on Saturday, especially once the sun starts going down across central and eastern Idaho. Sunday morning, you know, just kind of a carbon copy. The morning low is not changing terribly. It's the afternoon highs that are kind of fluctuating a little bit more. Some more low 60s returning on Sunday. Monday, definitely warming up. Some more mid to upper 60s in some spots, actually, for Monday, before we start to just ever so slightly start dropping back a little bit by the time we get to Tuesday. So like we said, warmer and mostly dry weather through early next week as high pressure controls our weather pattern. Like I said, a brief setback for Friday into Halloween, just a bit cooler with some gusty winds. The winds on Friday, the cooler temperatures as we head into Saturday. All right, everyone, have a great day and stay safe out there.